What's up? I'm Hugz. That's Sam. Welcome to Hugz and Sam. Today we're getting into My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 1. And last we left off, that's a long time ago. It was like a year ago. Because I think we're 5 episodes deep right now. So we're starting actually late and catching up real fast.
Yeah, it's like we were looking at like when we posted the last episode.
Yeah, it was like
of season 3. It was like December of last year.
It was like a good
November now.
11 plus months ago, 100 plus pounds ago, at least one of Sam's chins ago. Like rest in peace to Sam's chin that died.
Rest in chinsus.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No.
I don't know why I just said that.
I'm not sure.
I'm really dumb.
Maybe it went to Cincinnati.
You know what? I may have lost weight, but I still am dumb. But I'm
Okay, so last we left off, the end of season 3 ending kind of abruptly. I remember like they were introducing all these new characters. They had this whole thing with the League of Villains going on, and then this new big bad that was coming in with like the freaking
like a beak.
Yeah, he looked really cool. The League of Villains thing, as y'all know if you've watched, if you're just joining us now for season 4, go back and watch all the other stuff. Because as it's gone for the whole show, I love villains. Mm-hmm. I'm a huge fan of villains. I'm a huge fan of like this type of superhero genre where there's like all these different powers and like I was into mutants and stuff like that. So seeing this like League of Villains joining up with other big bads is like super cool to me.
Yeah.
But then we also had the big 3, speaking of big things.
Yeah.
The big 3, which are third year students, that were like the top 3 students.
Yeah, which we also like were thinking it was kind of weird how they kind of just threw them in the last episode, you know? Like here's these 3 new awesome characters. We're going to tell you a little bit about them and then now you can wait a year.
It's been an epic battle.
To figure out what they're about.
Yeah. Well, we kind of figured out what Mirio is about, the dude that looks like Pip-Boy. If you ever played Fallout, kind of looks like that dude. But then there was Hato, and then Amajiki, or whatever the dude was. I mean, we don't really know anything about them. It just did feel like it was a start of a brand new arc, and then the end of the series.
Yeah, and for like
season.
a season finale, it was just all about a new character that we had no connection to. So I think that was like one of our biggest hang-ups on that last episode that we've seen.
Was just the way that the season ended. It was a type of cliffhanger, as in like, what is all this? What is happening? What is happening with these villains? What is you know, like it was a lot of questions, but it wasn't like a powerhouse cliffhanger. You know, you're like, oh my god, like the craziest stuff happened. It wasn't like that type of thing. Yeah, that like destroys you, and you're like, I can't possibly wait. You're like, nah, I can wait.
Right.
You know, like, I don't need to know about these people. Because we had already seen the battle. We learned about Mirio's power and all that. And it's like, I feel like we got a lot of the payoffs for the big questions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We did have at the end of the season, at the end of that episode of that last season, they cut over to some of the League of Villains. And there was like some more shady stuff going on with them. So,
which I'm more excited to learn about that side of it.
Yeah, me too.
Than anything right now.
Yeah.
That and like the whole thing with like Shigaraki and like being related to All Might's
and Toga having Deku's blood.
Yeah, there's still other things
stuff
out
that's like
there.
Definitely up in the air.
Yeah. But I'm excited to jump into it. See what's going down. Let's check it out. Hey guys, a lot of these anime reactions will be getting blocked, so make sure to go down to the description for a reaction link, or you can watch the full version over on Patreon.
So I didn't trust the guy because I didn't know what he was going to do whenever he got back to his colleagues.
Well, here's the thing, like just the way that he was breaking it down though to him is it shows how much the passing of that power means not just to Izuku but to the world.
See, I was thinking that he was doing that to make Izuku feel more comfortable to admit it. Mm. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if he made him feel like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's so important and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that is me. And then he's like recording with his eyeball, which I'm pretty sure his eyeball's a lens.
Everything's a lens.
Everything's a lens, but I'm pretty sure his eyeball is a lens.
Which I also had, that led to other questions, but not safe for work questions. Not safe for life, around life. Okay. Well, go ahead, because I have a thing.
So like that was my thought, was like he was just talking him up and making him feel all important. That way he would admit it, and he could get him admitting it. You know?
The new hero, all important.
All important.
You have All Might and then all important. No, I fully get you on that, because that's how I felt. I have, when it comes to new characters coming in and getting close to, you know, especially beloved characters, I'm like, all right, they're out to do bad. You know what I mean? They immediately, I don't trust him. He's going to use this information for evil. He's working for League of Villains, or he's going to leak this information because he's a sleazy journalist.
Exactly, because he seemed weird too, and Aizawa was kind of also like, this guy seems like he's up to no good.
But he said he didn't feel like it was criminal.
Yeah, well, I don't feel like it's criminal either. I just feel like he's like...
Well, like, originally I thought it was.
It's not a crime for a journalist to journal on stuff he finds out.
But originally I thought he was doing this, like, getting recon for the League of Villains, which would be evil.
Yeah. I never,
that was my first thought.
I never really thought that. I just thought that he was going to do it for, like, money, for publicity, you know.
See, I get that too.
And then it would just be a bad situation for
the way he just showed up at the news place and was like, I have this theory, you know, like about to blow up and expose All Might's successor, you know, and I'm like,
yeah,
this seems like something that they would want to do and get out in the public to, like, you know, make Deku have a harder life, you know what I mean? Because just, even the added spectacle of him being the successor would put so many eyeballs on him, and you know what I mean? Not even necessarily from a evil perspective, but just that stress, that additional
well, because you
pressure.
know, freaking All Might can't even go into a freaking meat bun store without getting, you know,
an umbrella,
my gosh, buns. And so, like, Deku would have to deal with that, you know, on top of it.
And a million questions, and everybody doubting him and saying, like, can you really be...
Because, like, he still hasn't even figured out the quirk 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's my thing, though. Okay, so I said I was going to save my comments because I have a general overall vibe of, like, that I was getting the feels. Because it's like, you see him... And by him, I mean the reporter guy. I forget whatever his name is. Tane or whatever.
Yeah.
You see him and you hear his story of, like, his father being saved. You see All Might, the picture he took, and you realize this iconic moment. Also, we saw the dude in the very beginning watching that moment. You know what I mean? You see or not that moment, but, like, another iconic moment of All Might versus All for One or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, you see these moments, you see how they shape people, how they create this hope, how he is the symbol, you know? And it's like, you have Izuku, who as a kid had this same, you know, revelation and this adoration for All Might, and now he's taking on this power. And the fact that everybody else in the world has seen and looked up to All Might for all this time, and now there's all this doubt and worry for this dude who saw his dad get saved and now sees, like, essentially All Might's child, successor, getting this power, is like, restores his hope.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, it's like a cycle. Right. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I looked at it, as, like, it's very full circle when it comes to, like, hope being restored to people. And the fact that he said when he tells people to still have hope, he'll know to mean it. Like, he'll know, like, he's not saying empty words, essentially. Yeah. And it's like, that means a lot. And especially the fact that he wanted to, like, get that selfie with him and, like, one day I'm going to write a book about you, and, like, this was really cool. I liked it. It was very heartwarming, and also, like, you get a sense of the bigger picture of what this means to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I don't know. It's hard for me in the very beginning to trust new people.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Just because these shows, y'all, that we react to, they've just taught us not to freaking trust anybody. You know, like...
DTA. Stone Cold Steve Austin taught me don't trust anybody. DTA.
Yeah, you just can't trust people.
That's right.
Especially whenever, you know, they're coming in, you know, all shady under, like, you know, false reasonings, and they're like... You know, they're lying and sneaking around. It's just shady.
Well, even
I don't know.
Last season with Miria, or whatever they call him, Tagada or whatever, I said that I thought he was shady.
Yeah.
And people were like, who hurt you? Why are you this way?
Same
and
thing
I'm like,
with, like,
I just distrust everybody.
There's a character in Hunter that we were like really sketched out over, and people were like, who hurt you? Like, over, like, so many people have asked us that, and it's just like, honestly, anime has hurt us.
It's not even that. It's just, I have a skeptical nature to begin with. Like, I just always doubt people's best intentions, because I feel like a lot of people don't have best intentions. Mm-hmm. So whenever I see new characters, I'm like,
yeah,
you need to prove yourself.
I feel you on that. Yeah, but I think for sure, like, I used to be much more open to people being an overall good, and then these shows and reacting to these shows has gotten to me to where I'm like, nope, not gonna trust you.
I don't know. I think also the difference in where we grew up is the difference in that. Like, I feel like because I grew up in South Chicago suburbs, and I'm like, I feel like somebody's always out to get something from you. You know what I mean? I grew
up in the country where you leave your door unlocked.
Yeah.
You don't got to worry about nobody coming in your house.
Yeah.
Because
but even there, somebody tried to scam you. That's a whole nother video. That was a whole deep down rabbit hole. Sam just trying to do some fun, nice stuff, and somebody tried to scam her. That was creepy. Remember the babysitting thing?
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with my hometown.
No,
it was like a bigger scale thing.
No, but I'm saying, like, even somebody tried to scam you, like, it's creepy.
Whenever you get out of a small town, people will scam you.
Yeah, exactly. It's not 100%.
People will scam you in a small town, too.
That's what I'm saying, anyway.
But whatever.
But anyway, that's what I'm saying. Well, I think it's on topic. I think that's why we feel that way, though. Like, that's why I always doubt. Because I know we'll get comments. Like, why don't you? Why? You know,
I mean, that really did change my, like, an outlook.
That's
part of my outlook on life. Like, being scammed because of this whole thing. If you really want to hear about it, you know, you can ask me in Discord or tell me to make a video, I will. But
it was an interesting thing.
I mean, I would like to bring light to the situation because other people have had the same stuff happen to them. But anyway, another video.
Is why
but it did change my outlook on life. I was like, damn, I can't trust no mofo.
That's right. So next time somebody shows up
at your school. That was like the first thing that happened to me. That was like the first thing that happened to me that I was like, damn, people are shady.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't I forgot about that. So much more shit has happened to me in my life since then that's nothing.
Well, an elephant never forgets. All right. Let us know what you thought in the comment section down below. Like it if you did. Share any of your traumas of people that have tried to scam you, or why you don't trust people. Yeah. Why you don't trust people. Or at least tell us if you understand why we're always skeptical of new characters in the show.
Or join our Discord and tell us in general.
Discord.gg/Hugz and Sam.
Yeah, and we have a lot of fun over there and we like to talk to people. And sometimes I'm really bored and I feel lonely and I just kind of want friends.
Yeah. And come into voice chat. This is one thing. I know this is going to get into the whole thing. I'm going to make it real short. TLDR. Come into voice chat and talk to us. People are like always afraid to talk to us in voice chat. We want to talk to you. We made a Discord so we can talk to you, the person watching this right now.
And if you want to be in voice chat and we're not in there, just be like, hey, can we voice chat? And we'll be like, sure,
Add us. I think my name is Hugsgiving right now.
Mine is Samantha. Because I'm very original.
You'll see us. We're at the top of the thing. All right. Let us know what you thought in the comment section down below. Like it if you did. Sub if you don't already. Shout out to our patrons watching the early and full. I'm way off my game. Reactions up on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. You really don't know what it means. It means the world. We'll be back with more videos soon. We love you guys. Bye. Hugz.exe has stopped working.
What does that mean?